Welcome back to another segment of a video I already done for God knows what. I'm actually get some PS2 classics. I as usually get the Grand Theft Auto trilogy from, let's say, number 3, and let me check the audio for a bit. Oh god. Yeah. And it works. Okay. So anyhow, the today's IP we're gonna play is GTA 3. I got this game during sale for 19 bucks, 17 plus taxes, but we managed to start a new game. Now, because I actually didn't really showcase some gameplay for a while, I got this game on sale with Vice City and San Andreas. and apparently, must get decided for G. So I want to show some gameplay until 1 hour, then I gotta do Vice City, and so on.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
So I don't know the whole story about this game. I guess this takes place after GTA 2. And apparently, you got shot, you got arrested, you go into jail. Honestly, I don't understand the plot, but it makes some sense. But
shocked today as the police and emergency services deal with the
I don't know.
aftermath of a devastating attack on a police convoy this morning. As yet, no details have been released about the
I don't know the whole plot, but it's just kind of straight to me.
The convoy
I don't know.
left police headquarters early this morning for a routine transfer of felons.
So I'm gonna try to understand the story from piece by piece. So there's like a radio playing, or some kind, and
some of the convicts are thought to have perished.
I guess that's the Brooklyn Bridge.
Revelations as to the professionalism of the attack police hours afterward.
Okay.
Identification of the missing felons were
So apparently there's a fan that fires them in the back. Let me think.
With the Porter Tunnel project falling
Someone's, I guess someone dropped a C4 bomb on the back of the trunk, and then it gets stopped. And then there's like a huge shootout.
Senor Dickhead, it's no problem to kill you. You're gonna be sorry.
Some bad acting.
Aye, get lost.
He got punched. He got kicked by the Liberty City Police Department. I'm sorry. And then they just saw the bomb from 50 feet away, and then it just exploded. I don't know the whole plot from Grand Theft Auto 3. I didn't play this game until now. The story doesn't make any sense. The guy got shot by his girlfriend, or used to be ex-girlfriend, and then you got arrested, and then the bridge blew up. I don't even know the plot. I'm sorry. It's so bad to the point where I don't even understand.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low.
And the peg is a car next to you.
So you better drive.
Okay. Okay then. So apparently there's no tracking system. So like I said before, the gameplay is kind of dated in the sense that it's kind of old. Now the way this game works so far is that you just do a couple of missions and actually get some currency, but it doesn't really matter if you actually get it. Yeah. So the gameplay is kind of weird in the sense that you have to be mostly precise on where you actually press, and the driving mechanics are so oversensitive that one mistake and you're crashing. and the music is kind of loud, so I had to usually lower down the volume. This widescreen, but I don't want that to happen. You can use the D-pad, so that's good. So the game is kind of confusing. I did have this for the PC version on Steam, and I did have this game for let's say less than $19 for all three trilogies. And this game was kind of dated in the sense that the driving mechanics were kind of quirky. I kind of oversensitive, and sometimes the missions would be so difficult to the point where you can't usually win by default. I have this game since like a couple of weeks, and I didn't really get this game until last week. It was kind of cheap. It was on sale, and I didn't want to pass this off. It was $24 for the trilogy, but it was only $17 when it was on, let's say, the summer sale. So I got fortunate. Anyhow, so I'm gonna play this for maybe like 1 hour until 5 o'clock, and then I'm gonna do Vice City. Don't know why, but
This is the place right here. Let's get off the street and find a change of clothes.
I mean, if I have the original PS2 version, I would need to get myself a capture card and get myself some OBS, but that would be mostly difficult to do.
I know this guy. He's connected. His name's Luigi. Me and him go back, so I can probably get you some work. Come on, let's go over.
And apparently, your car takes damage way too easily. I don't know why, but it happens.
This is Luigi's club. Let's go around the back and use the service door.
I don't know why it happens, but the All-Star has to read age. Oh my god. I don't understand the whole plot, but you have to get some.
Here, man, while I go in and talk to Luigi.
The voice acting is kind of weird, but I'm not complaining. Oh boy.
Say hello to 8-Ball, ladies.
8-Ball's got some business upstairs. Well, maybe you could do me a favor. One of my girls needs a ride, so grab a car and pick up Misty from the clinic, then bring her back here. Remember, no one messes with my girls. So keep your hands on the wheel. If you don't mess this up, maybe there'll be more work for you. Now get out of here.
I guess. It's so funny because the mechanics and the engine seems kind of dated, and it doesn't really work.
You ever been down south?
This is my favorite. Honestly, I don't even know what to do. It's like a shortcut. Alright. And then you get some currency. Right. That collision though.
Hi, I'm Misty.
Oh, it is usually kind of difficult, but oh my god. I've seen people play this game, but not a lot. So it's kind of weird. We got the red light district, so. Oh, it's awful. I mean, the AI in this game seems so out of place. Here's the thing. In the original GTA trilogy, from Vice City to wherever, The AI in this game is usually so bad. Here's the thing: the AI in this game seems kind of poorly made in the sense that what makes this game usually difficult is that the AI is kind of broken in the sense that one, there's like a lot of crashes, a lot of glitches that happen. Yeah, it doesn't really work most of the time. For what reason? Also, the cutscenes are so bland and kind of expressionless. So we have to, get a baseball bat. Then we need to, usually go to usually steal someone's car, put a bomb into it. Then we need to usually respray it, then blow up. I don't understand how that usually makes sense, but you get the idea. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but you get the idea. I don't know. I don't understand what he says, but he's something about compensation and revenge. I don't even know. So you want me to get a baseball bat, drive 20 miles to my original destination to kick someone's asses that we don't even know. I thought this was about getting out. I thought this was about getting revenge over the jerk. I guess not. Like, it's so confusing that I don't understand the whole plot. I just usually try my best to usually understand the whole. Do I have to use? So we killed a guy. Okay, so he says beat the bat, but never about committing homicide. Alright, let's just... I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So we had to take it to get a spray predator, but not get damage, so... The controls are usually kind of tight. I'm sorry, but it's just too tight for me to usually control. I can't. Okay, it's hard to not take damage. You can't take damage without getting hit. I can't. How do I stop using the joystick? How do I use the D-pad? How do I use it more often? Okay. This time it's free. I bet it does. Alright then. Damn, we had the detail. Alright then. So this starts the call. I don't even know what's going on, but between you and me and I don't even know what's going on from this point. The level design is not that bad. I give it credit, but the gameplay, not so much. Now we take it to the garage and... Hold on a second, package. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah. Hey, much usually did it. Hooray. Kinda easy. Not gonna lie. Now we usually have to get back. So what makes this game usually kind of special is that you just usually do a lot of missions, try to beat the game as much as possible. Before Grand Theft Auto 4 has the good or bad ending, there's no bad, a good ending, or true ending. You just finish all the missions and then be on your way. What's it going to be? It's beyond me, but this is why the AI sucks. So let me elaborate. A lot of Grand Theft Auto AIs are so bad to the point where at random you might get a NPC that shoots all NPCs, and then there will be a huge spring. Sometimes the cars usually crash to each other. They don't suffer traffic, and the AI in this game is usually kind of broken. I mean, this game tried its best to be the Godfather, but fails miserably. Why? I don't even know.
What am I gonna do? Hey, I gotta talk to you. All right, Mick, I'll talk to you later. How you doing, kid? Don's son, Joey Leone. You want some action from his regular girl, Misty? Go pick her up at Hepburn Heights, but watch yourself. That's Diablo Turf. Then run her over to his garage in Trenton and make it quick. Joey ain't the kind you keep waiting. Remember, this is your foot in the door. So keep your eyes on the road and off Misty.
Who's Misty? Is that Pokemon or something? I don't even know. I mean, that name has been used a lot. Now I usually get a vehicle. I mean, I don't even know the whole context, but I mean, this game was released on the PS2, but I'm not usually surprised. I mean, I try to play this game on the PC, but it wouldn't actually boot up. I get a black screen, and then it wouldn't even load up. So I'm usually kind of stuck at playing the console version, and I already did pay for the PC version, but it doesn't really work for Windows 7, so I mostly have to usually play this on the consoles. Way better to use OBS because it doesn't really work most of the time, and the Master does usually use that as my incentive. Kind of weird, but I'm not complaining.
You look a regular Luigi now, huh? It's about time you got a driver you can trust.
We had to take it to stories. This is why I don't I hate the AI. Too broken, too chaotic, and I can't usually keep myself in control. I don't want to fail a mission. And trust me, I don't want to rage quit. There's like a shortcut, and I'm gonna take that instead. Is it broken? Yeah, it is. I'm just showing you some gameplay. What is the spec? You gotta see to believe it. Oh my god.
Am I gonna get split if we get together?
I'll be with you in a minute, Sparkler. Hey, I'm Joey. Luigi said you were reliable, so I'm not that might be some work. Alright?
Small talk, but no BS. That's pretty much what they try to do with the whole God War remake. And apparently, if you actually finish a mission, you get $100. Alright.
Hey, I'm bored. When you gonna drill me?
In a moment, sweetheart. I got a little business to take care of. I got a little job for you,
Wait,
Wait, Paul, right?
no.
Once he's fitted it with a bomb, go park the car where you found it. Then sit back and watch the whole show. But hurry up, you won't be in forever.
By what time? I mean, you don't actually specify it, but okay. So we had to usually go to a bistro and try to usually plant a bomb and turn it back to the bomb shop before we actually noticed it. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it's just too chaotic for my taste. I played Crazy Taxi before, but not to this extent. Oh my god, it's just so confusing. So that's the bistro. We only have 5 minutes left. Oh, alright. The camera controls are usually kind of bad, but it takes time to get used to. I don't even know the whole plot, but I guess there was like, I mean, Grand Theft Auto 4, the story was mostly transparent and more understanding to the point where I could actually understand what's going on. But in Vice City, San Andreas, and 3, the stories is all over the place. I mean, something about, I guess it has something to do about rising to the top and getting friends with your girlfriend, but they never actually elaborate. They never actually bring it up again until the last minute, so I'm mostly kind of screwed. They don't elaborate with that point. Then we had to park the car back to the original bistro. But we had to not we can't crash it, or else we usually fail the mission. If we actually did one side damage, we had to get repelled by the gas stop. Why, I don't even know, but make one mistake and you have to usually send it to repel, and that's a waste of time. Why you do this to ourselves? I don't even know. One tap and you had to get a repel. Kinda awful, but you get used to it. And you had to take that out of your paycheck, so that's usually the worst part. It's like an arcade, but not actually a pure arcade. And the driving in this game is usually kind of miserable, but it gets better with the D-pad. You can't see what's behind you, but so. And then we get to this beautiful piece of masterpiece, whatever you want to call it. So he goes downstairs with this pretty much 5 minutes to the original destination. ET explode. And we commit homicide. Okay. That's actually kind of new, but I mean, I'm gonna play a couple of missions before Fabi Cry, because then I'm gonna be in my way. The game is kind of cool, but not that simple. Sometimes the AI for the FTCs are kind of bad, and they're not really that consistent. I want to save first before we actually making the decision, so let's get out of the way. Now, to resurface, I did play this game for a couple of minutes to get the feel how the game usually works. And I want to know how this game will usually function. Like I said before, this game is not that difficult. I want to show some gameplay before I actually hit the last mission. It could work for me, but I don't even know. The funny part is, I don't even know how long this game has. There's like 73 missions in the entirety of the game, and I have to usually make a lot of content to make that happen. Okay. So apparently you don't need a gun to usually kill someone. The car will usually explode by itself. Also, there's no bulletproof vests in this game, so your defense are kind of attacky by default. So it's kind of random by heart. We had to go around the back to give ourselves a huge shotgun, and that'd be great. That was easy. Apparently we just passed it. No reason. That was too easy, my taste. Okay, the pistol is not in stores. Alright. That was unexpected, but alright. I mean, this game is kind of dated, but it hasn't really aged well, but actually that was bad, to be honest. I mean, this game takes place in the 70s, then the next day takes place in the 80s or something, and then in the 90s. I don't know how, but you get the idea. Let me see my game first before I actually use all my progress and be on my way. Didn't say anything, so good to know. I mean, like I said before, this game it's alright. It's not that bad. It's just like it's a time-consuming game where you had to do a lot of missions. Then after you finish the missions, there's nothing more. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but that's pretty much the entirety of the game. You just do some missions, get some currency that you can't really use in most places, and then be on your way. And that's that. And we had to do it in post haste. Got it. I mean, the game is kind of easy if you know what you're doing, and it's not that even that difficult. I mean, the whole goal is to try to usually finish this mission in less of time. I don't know how this usually works, but you get the idea. Okay, that's what's happened. What did it say? I don't even know. You should we get all four. I guess I'm missing someone. We got one. Now we need one more, and that would be it. I think the max will be 4, I think. So we can actually get one more if you want to. Like, I think it doesn't really matter if you're trying to get all. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do, but it works for me. Now there's fog. Alright. And now there's smoke. Great. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do, but it works for me. I mean, we got enough. I don't see the whole issue. I mean, you got all 4, so it shouldn't be an issue. And we did it. Not actually bad for a first try. Fair enough. So it's 4:56, and so far I actually managed to catch up from the beginning. I actually did play my first playthrough, and I know how the usually the game works. The driving sucks, but we can actually make posts too. It happens, and I can't possibly decal. Now this is kind of the few missions I usually have so far.
Chunky Lee Chang is pushing Spank for some new gang from Colombia or Colorado or something. I'm not really sure. Who needs details? Anyway, he's got a noodle stand down in Chinatown. That rat has sold his last stir fry. I want you to take him out. If you need a piece, go around back of Ammunition opposite the subway. Something. Now, you know where it is, right? Remember, just watch your back in Chinatown. It's triad territory.
I don't know why bad. I should have saved first because if you die in this game, you use all your weapons from the get-go. So it's kind of bad because what makes this game usually kind of frustrating is that if you die, you use the Uzi and the baseball bat, and it pisses us not enough. Sometimes you get it from enemies, but it's usually kind of random. So I usually play my luck. Now the shooting in this game is usually kind of bad. Whew, I hope I don't die in my first attempt, so... The combat sucks. You can't cover. And we die. Apparently, if you die, you use some of the money and have some currency take out. The reason why you need to save is because if you die, you have to usually start from the beginning. And that's usually kind of awful because what makes this game usually kind of irritating is that by dying, you use some of the cash that you actually own. And like I said, there's no costumes you actually could get. It's not possible to do customization, but I guarantee you this game usually sucks with its own combat. The camera is like so oversensitive to the point where to even try to usually get a shot is usually kind of bogus. Like I said, there's like too many enemies on screen, and you can't really get a hit unless you actually try. It's supposed to be 3D, but even the 3D visuals are not even that great. It does take some notes from its predecessors, but even then, the game does usually sucks with its combat. The driving is meh, but even the combat sucks. You can't throw a grenade, not yet, and you have to save a lot. This mission is usually a pain in the ass if you don't come prepared, and most of the time the game itself is not really that much flexible. I mean, I've seen people play this, but I never actually beat it, so that's on me. Also, by the time you actually, if you restart, you use the pistol. The game is kind of broken and it's not that simple as you might think. Some of the missions are usually kind of difficult based on the gameplay mechanics and the difficulty. And what makes this mission so difficult is that you need to usually try to kill some enemies. The issue is the hit detection is kind of half-assed in the sense that you will miss your shot most of the time, and even then, it's not even that perfect. I'd always say this game is usually the same, but keep in mind that the way you actually could usually play this is usually kind of different. And I don't usually expect this to be perfect, but this game is usually kind of broken in the sense that you can't hide behind cover. I mean, a baseball player will not do anything. And we need to actually get some ammo. Don't know how, but you get the idea. I mean, the game's okay. As I said, the gameplay is just so bad in terms of controllability, and I don't even know.
Joey told me to tool you up. So go around the back of the shop. I left you 9 in the yard.
How? Why? You only get a pistol, which is kind of weak. You don't get Uzi to actually do some missions. Like, apparently you can't get an Uzi because it's out of stock. Alright then. I don't know how this usually works, but you get the idea. I mean, this is proof that some of the missions are not as simple as you might think, and some of the missions are usually difficult by heart. Like, you can't even rely on shot. You got one with a shotgun, and one with a pistol. Okay? So, to shoot, you have to press R1 and press the circle button at the same time. I guess the key is to not... I guess the key is to keep your distance. And he is... Oh, come on. So we had to chase him. What am I doing is beyond me, but there's like a lot of car chases in Grand Theft Auto as a whole. Oh no. I need to catch him ASAP.
And why our new satellite in China is something all Americans can.
Hold on, I gotta cuff this car.